battlefield has shifted. The Autobots and Decepticons are racing through space to face the greatest evil the Transformers have ever encountered. They have entered the Unicron battles.
Transformers.
Hello everybody and welcome to review time. I am always Yeah, it's me. That's right. It's me, it's that D-O-double-G. No, it's Slip, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Transformers Universe box set of Crystal Widow versus Oil Slick. And here's the box, and you can see nice little representations of the Crystal Widow and Oil Slick. There you can see it again, and then at the bottom yet again, and it says color and contents may vary. Now the pictures have the bits a little bit different colored than they actually are. It's a little bit more yellow than it really is, and of course his head doesn't turn, he has no fingers. And the Crystal Widow, her colors are more, in real life, are more redder than this. This is more of an orange, but yeah. Here is the back with some of the gimmicks, like the secret hidden search and destroy robot. There's more gimmicks, and spring-loaded conversion and stupid crap like that. And then here's the Crystal Widow in her spider mode, and there she is, and it's of course Beast Machine's Black Arachnia, but there she is in her femme fatale mode. And yeah, there's a bio on here, right there. Freeze frame if you want, don't if you don't. Basically, it says that the none of the robots are Autobots and Decepticons. They choose, and there are consequences to their choices. The end. Especially if they flip-flop and switch. So, you know what? Let's start with Monsieur Oil Slick. And as soon as we focus, which we will do soon, hopefully. There we go. You will see that he is just this car, which is, there's nothing really special about it. It's just an ordinary car. Now, if except that it says Transformers right there. Yeah, see, right, Transformers. Oh, so you can see the robot head in there, which actually I kind of like. I think it's pretty cool. It's got his head in there. Reminds me of I do remember a few episodes of Robots in Disguise where people would climb in, and then there would be this big old head right in there in the passenger seat. So it rolls okay. Not all the wheels touch the ground for some reason. I don't know why. He's as transformed as he's going to be. And yeah, he's just, nice details. There's even a gas cap right there. Place for a license plate right there. And gimmick button here. And there's gimmicks for here, and yeah, it's pretty nice. I think this mode is actually the better of the two modes. I actually like it. The colors fit very well. Purple, amber. Alright, so let's get on with the gimmicks. Let's see if I can activate the first one. Doing this activates what's supposed to be, well, okay, this is a recolor, and I think the head might be a slight remold of Transformers Armada Sideswipe, which, yeah. So, at some point in the show, they said, hey, he isn't, fast enough. His little sedan thing wasn't fast enough, so we're going to extend these bits out, and this will be the dragster mode, and he'll go faster. And then we can just make the toy do that, and it does, and it's not that good. First off, it doesn't peg together, and second, it looks silly. Let's bring that out. That looks silly. I'll do that again. put this in like this to turn him into like dragster mode. You press that and boom, and that fell out. But there's that. So that's really silly. I don't like it, but you know, it's there, so we'll just leave it. Oops. Oh boy. He's unpegging. Stop unpegging, damn it. There we go. Alright, then he's got another gimmick, which is where you see this little yellow button. And of course, if you've seen TJ Omega's review of Armada Sideswipe, you know what to expect. You press this, and da-da-da! Motorcycle pops out. Motorcycle Minicon. Looks pretty good. I kind of remember for some reason when he did his, it like flew away. I don't know if they fixed something or maybe his Minicon was just loose, but yeah, there's that. And then there's supposed to be a final one where you go like this and you put this on here and it's supposed to launch him off. I don't understand. I don't even care to understand. It's no good. So let's move this to the side and take a look at his Minicon. I don't know if his Minicon has a name. Let's see. It just says search and destroy robot. Do I still have the instructions? Give me 1 second to look at the instructions. Alright. Oil Slick. And let's see if it has a mention of his partner's name. No, his Minicon doesn't have a name. So I don't know if there's something significant about this robot or not. But anyway, he looks pretty good as a motorcycle. I like the motorcycle mode very well. Now to turn him into his little dude mode, you fling these down here like so, straighten them up, bring that down, that's already down, bring this up, rotate it, or did I do that backwards? No, I did that right. Rotate it like that, and then fold that back, and then fold this over to form the head. And that is the robot mode. And it looks really silly. He's got no hands. There's really no point to this mode. I don't understand why he would have it, but it's there, so anyway, we'll just turn him back into his little vehicle mode. Did I do? No, did that wrong. Turn you around this way and flip these up like so. And we'll just leave him in motorcycle mode. I don't think I'll ever transform him out of this mode. Now we'll take this guy, and now he has weapon storage. You can take his weapons and plug them in underneath. Well, not underneath. Inside the door. So I'm going to start transforming him, and I'll show you where things go. First, you want to go and press that button and activate this, because that will loosen everything up. Then you come here, flip the doors that are on a double hinge. There's a hinge here and there, and you just flip it over like so. And this is where you would stick the weapon, right in there. Like that. Come over here, flip it like that. Come here, separate the car, pull it down and fold it out, and let me see if I can show you this part. You open it up like that, and right here, this is going to fold out. See, like so. And there you go. You got his, oh, and then flip out the toes. And then you've got his feet. And you might as well just go ahead and plug them back in. That'll keep them stable because there's no other thing to do with them. Then you'll take this part and come over here and unpeg this from there. Unpeg this from there, and be careful because his shoulders are very weird. They only go out that far. Then turn it around this way. Bring it down, and there's this long line here. It clips into something back there. I don't know where, but click it in like that. Bring this part, fold it straight down, slide his head forward, and then just fold these up like so. And there you have robot mode. I kid you not. Let's look at it from the back. Look at that. They didn't even bother to try to fold these things down even more. They just left it as... that's ridiculous. I mean, he didn't look silly enough before. And he's pretty short. I mean, well, he's a deluxe size figure. He's a deluxe size figure, but he's got like the bulk of a, what do you call it? Voyager figure. There we go. So, let's bring him in a little closer so we can get a bit of a head sculpt look. Oh, I should have brought my flashlight with me. That would hold on 1 second. I'll be back. You can just stare at him for a few minutes. Oops. At him. Or not. There we go. Just stare at him for a minute. Alrighty. So, I got this little doohickey thing here. And there. Now we can see the details a little bit better. So the head looks pretty okay. I think these extra bits are all they added to this bot to make him look different. And sorry, but yeah, but this figure just suffers in this mode. I've got no other way to describe this thing. Is unfortunately pathetic. I still like it, but it's pathetic. It has ball jointed elbows, but when you try to bend them, they just pop right back out. I don't know if it's due to the weight or the way it's set up, but whoops. Don't even want to go there just yet. His arms, that's about as far out as his arms go because of the way the shoulders are. They go out that far. And then if you want to put him in like this, you have to kind of get it past his hips because his hips are way too wide. He does get a 360 ratchety, and his arms do rotate, and that's about it. His legs, you can separate them, and you can have them go all the way forward, all the way back, but the knees kind of bend sideways. So there's no point to that. And then he's got this thing hanging off his butt. There's nothing you can do about it. No matter what you do, it is still there. So, yeah. Very, very, very flawed figure. And not really why I got this set. I mean, I kind of did want to get this figure just so I could have one of the crappiest figures I could think of owning. Now, he does come with these two weapons, which he can hold separately. He's got what looks like a kunai. I guess that would make him kind of a ninja. Don't know how. And a little blaster. And if you want to, you can actually combine the two and have a blaster with let's see if I can get this in here. A blaster with, I guess, I forgot what they call that thing. Bayonet on it, which looks and that's pretty much that. He's got that hot rod gimmick that turns him into like a dragster or something, but now it's just like a supersonic punch thing. If you push this the right way, which is down, right, no, yep, there we go. It releases that, and he has a supersonic punch, and then he's got a really gimpy looking arm. And both arms do that. He's got a Minicon, what do you call it, gimmick, where you plug the Minicon in back here. We'll turn it sideways because that'll work better. And then you push the Minicon down like so, and then watch what happens to his arm. He raises his arm. Isn't that just the most useless thing you've ever seen? So, I usually leave the Minicon on. I don't know why. I just like to have it all together. And that's it. That is Oil Slick. One of these most pathetic looking Transformers I've ever seen. I mean, this This thing is horrible. He wouldn't look quite as bad if these were not out. But he looks like the Energon toys did. But they looked funny because they had a gimmick where they combined with another one, and like their limbs had to form feet or hands. Or this just the gimmicks kind of ruined this figure. But I still like it. I'm not sorry I purchased him. So, having said that, let's get him out of here. And we'll go on with Crystal Widow, which is the reason why I got this set. Because I wanted a Beast Wars Black Arachnia, and, you know, she fit the bill. Now, she feels bigger than the Deluxe. Maybe I'm wrong, but she feels bigger than the Deluxe. I know they had a Deluxe version, and then I think they had a Voyager version, which is what I wanted to get, but I'm not sure which one I got. I think I just got the Deluxe version, but it's still pretty cool. Oops. Still pretty nice. And this part right here is see-through amber. It's not really light piped, but it's pretty cool. She has an Autobot symbol inside here, so I thought that was pretty cool. And there's nothing inside this half of her butt. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. That's nice light piping right there. Oh, shoot. And hold on. Anyway, like I was saying, nice light piping. That's pretty cool. And you can see the Autobot insignia there even better like this. That's really nice. And then the other side just lights up for no reason. The amber doesn't really catch the light too well, though. It's there, but it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't have that same effect. So, she has 6 eyes, and not, you know, instead of 8, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Like, you know. Things I don't like about this figure in this mode. I don't like that the arms, the front arms, first off, that the front arms don't touch the floor. I don't like that. There is, you know, but there's a gimmick. So I'll show that gimmick in a minute. But, yeah. It has a little range of movement, but it doesn't really, and then they're not asymmetrical. I mean, why couldn't they have done the same thing on both sides? That's ridiculous. I hate that. Other things I don't like. I'm not particularly fond of the split legs here. Let's see if I can illuminate that just a little bit better. Whoops. You can see the inside, it's hollow. That's just really, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's just, you know. And if you look at it from this angle, you can see part of her head. Like, it doesn't go all the way up. Right there's her head and stuff. But other than that, not really, not really bad. And I do like that her underbelly has a Black Widow right there, a Black Widow thingamabobber. But otherwise, this is actually pretty cool. The back legs don't support very much. The back legs are really soft plastic, which I really hate. I hate that. This figure has a lot of soft plastic. I don't like that. But and I know Energon had not Energon, Cybertron had a lot of plastic like that. But otherwise, it's pretty good. It's a pretty decent size. Here she is with, what's his name? Oil Slick, and you can see she's a huge spider. Oh my god! So, we'll get on with the transformation. First thing we're going to do is we are going to start collapsing the legs just a little bit. And get them into their spots and kind of peg them together. Yeah, peg them together. Oh, you didn't see that. Sorry about that. I'll show you with this one. You take it, you bring the legs together, and you just peg them together. There's lots of pegs for you to peg everything together. It pegs together pretty decently, very tightly, so that this looks like that. You might as well just flip these out. These become the feet. Let's see, what else are we going to do? We're going to take this part here and we're going to bring it up, and there's like, it's like on this little, I don't know if you can see it. There's an arm in there, and it's going to just let it collapse down onto like that. So now you've got this. Then you're going to take the legs, rotate them so that they look like that. Like that. You're gonna collapse that in like that. Just collapse it so it, yeah, so it folds into, against each other. It'll like kind of click, and then just straighten the legs out. And then you're going to take this, push it down just a little bit so that you can put the arms. You can take this part here, which will become the shoulders and the arms, put it up, clip it in to place. Then you're going to rotate this whole thing around like so, and then you're going to just flip these up like in the car, like she did on the cartoon when she was Black Arachnia. And that's pretty much it. I like to take these things and turn them the opposite way, backwards, because otherwise they're just getting in the way of the legs. They're just kind of crisscross them like that. So, and there you have the Crystal Widow. You can move the fingers down like so to, make it look like fingers, but she has this really long middle finger, which I don't like, and no thumbs. So how she holds things, I don't know, but she's got these really freaky alien looking digits. Head is on a ball joint. Is it on a ball joint? No, it's not. It's on a, it swivels, so it goes up and down. She can say yes, and then it turns. Whenever she turns, her head will always be at an angle like that because of her hair. Arms rotate completely. Those are on a ball joint, so they go in and out. Elbows, ball joint, in and out, rotate. She also has a rotation right underneath the elbow. And that's about it. Her waist, due to transformation, does a 360. Legs, all the way up. All the way down, they would go back, but the butt kibble gets in the way. Knees bend, and feet do pivot. And that's about it. She's actually pretty cool. I mean, without this butt kibble, she would be really, I mean, she's got boobs. I mean, that's boobs right there. Boop and boop. So, and she does have light piping. The light piping is weird. The actual light piping stuff, instead of being the whole back of the head, it's just on the sides here. So I gotta do it just right to catch the light. Let's see if I can get her closer in. It's very hard to do. The light piping, very weird. There we go. Light piping. So, and the butt light piping still works, I guess. Yeah, the butt light piping still works. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. You can get different poses. You just have to remember to balance her butt. So it's a little difficult to do, but you can get different poses, and I don't, I don't know if I can get her to stand like this. But You know, I guess if I split the leg a little bit, I could, but, you know, oops, had her for a minute. But yeah, so she's pretty cool. She is, actually, I would say she's probably about as tall as a Voyager. I don't really have anything to compare her with, though. That was not very good thinking on my behalf. Here we go with this dude, deluxe size. What do you call it? She's just a little taller, so she might just be a tall deluxe. Probably a tall deluxe. We'll go with that. But she was actually very worth my purchase. She alone would have been worth my purchase. And I like the colors. They're a little brighter, more dangerous, I guess. I don't know. It actually reminds me, because there's a lot of blue and a lot of like a reddish orange. And it kind of reminds me of the spider that bit Peter Parker in the movies, the Tobey Maguire movies. Yes, I did, in fact, and indeed, say that. I don't know. There's nothing more for me to say. I love this figure. This is the figure I got this set for. I really love the spider mode. The robot mode is pretty okay. I mean, it is a Beast Machines figure, basically. So that's not bad. And this is adding to my army of Black Arachnias. Okay, by army I mean I've got one more. Yeah, I don't really know what else to compare it to. I can use this guy, I guess, since he's here. You can see she's a little more than half his height. So, you know. And that's that. So, if you can pick this figure up, and you like spiders, you like what you've seen, get it. You know, Black Arachnia or this figure. This figure right here, by himself, not really worth it unless you want to have a really goofy looking Transformer. And I gotta be honest with you, I am actually glad he came as part of this set. I do like the car mode. I don't know why I like the car mode. It's really rather plain and mundane, aside from the fact that you can see his bot mode head in there. Let's see. I mean, that's pretty darn cool. There we go. I don't know why that's cool. And I love that his Minicon stores inside, right in there. You can see the wheel right there. And you can just, you know... Oh, mine's just flipped out. Yay! But, oh, shoot! I pushed too hard. Anyway. Having said that, this is actually a pretty decent set. I do like it. Is it for everyone? Not in the least. Is it for me? Hell yeah, it was. So if you like what you saw, pick up the set. I don't remember paying... I think I paid $35 for both of them brand new in the box. So, not a bad price. Really not a bad price. So this is Islip saying, damn it, I broke my Minicon.